Lorenzo's here, and I'm here to start on YouTube live. So nobody else is perfect, right? No game, nobody else said that, right? All right, let's talk about the things that you need to know. Regardless of people who are not members of the game, is some of your family members were members of the game, and that you met someone in your family who are part of your game members. Mm. Someone else got involved into your situation, like your game members, regardless of how you join the game. So you become a rapper, recording artist, like whatsoever. He says how to go a full year without issues. Honestly, trying to live a full year in real life without all single issues sounds like the perfect setup for a story, mostly because in reality, total perfection is a trap. The moment a character tries to avoid all friction is the exact amount life gets incredibly interesting. The avoidance trap. The premise. You create a hyper calculated system to eliminate all potential drama and awkwardness. Drama. You created you create a hyper calculated system to eliminate all potential drama, risks, and awkwardness. You script you script your conversations, take the safest routes, and decline an invite that seems unpredictable. The twist: by avoiding every single issue, you accidentally avoid actual living. You realize that the messy, unpredictable moments you were running from are the exact things that lead to a genuine connection, fun, and growth. The Stoic Shield. The premise: you realize you can't control what happens to you, so you decide the only way to have a perfect year is to completely change how they react. If you lose your keys and get stuck in a storm or deal with a difficult person, you meet it with absolute unshakable calm. The twist. The story focuses on the internal battle of holding on to that peace. It becomes a powerful look at resilience, showing that a year without issues isn't about having a perfect life, but keeping a quiet mind. The suspenseful, the suspenseful streak, psychological thriller, the premise. A character makes it to month 9 with a completely flawless, conflict-free year. Everything is going right, maybe too right. They become utterly obsessed with keeping the streak alive as December approaches. The twist: the chic anxiety of trying to maintain perfection starts causing them to make massive mistakes. The pressure cooker of trying to stay problem free becomes the biggest problem of all. Okay. Something to deal with. The penthouse luxury room was suffocatingly quiet despite its massive floor to ceiling windows overlooking the glittering city skyline. Velvet sofas and polished marble floors usually gave the space an air of relaxed opulence. But tonight, it felt like a pressure cooking wood waiting to blow. In the center of the room, the space between the two men had vanished. Lorenzo stepped forward, his jaw tightly set, standing tall in the sleeveless black polo shirt that showed off his rugged, muscular build. His dark beard almost bristled with anger. He locked eyes with Glenn, closing the distance until their noses were barely a fraction of an inch apart. Until Lorenzo's breathing was heavy, a silent challenge radiating from his chest. Glenn didn't flinch. Immovable as a boulder, he stood his ground in the sleeveless blue demi shirt. His bald head caught the warm overhead light of absolute calm defiance. Neither man blinked, neither man intended to back down first. When her right between them stood Sigrid, with her long, vibrant green hair cascading down her yellow tie blouse and her sharp green eyes tracking every micro expression on their faces. She was the eye of the storm. She didn't look frightened. If anything, she looked deeply and whimsical, arms crossed as she measured the explosive tension without vibrating between her and most volatile associates. Yeah. All right. You think you could just bypass me? Lorenzo growled, his voice a low, dangerous rumble that vibrated in the small space between them. Glenn's gaze remained icy. I did what was necessary. If you can't handle the fallout, that's your problem. Amateurs, Singer finally interrupted, her voice cutting through the thick machismo like a blade. She took a half step forward, forcing both men to slightly tilt their head back to keep her in view without breaking their ridiculous stare down. If you two are quite finished measuring your egos, we actually have a real crisis waiting downstairs. This isn't a playground. She tapped her high heel against the marble floor, the sharp click echoing through the luxurious suit. We have a situation to handle, Sigrid said, her green eyes looking onto both of them with undeniable authority. And until you two remember we're on the same side, it's just something else I have to deal with. Now move. You don't what? You have bad days, and you were told to go a full year without any issues. If you say you want to go a full year without any issues, then it's all about being part of it's all part of being an adult, right? So the gossip is wrong. If the gossip is wrong, then it's wrong. Look at me, Lorenzo Holden. I won't do that. Oh shit. That was crazy. So I don't know what happened, but regardless, damn, I know. Oh, I know. Regardless of being defensive and upset. I don't give a fuck. Oh shit. Oh, me. Uh-huh. I don't know. But at daytime, I know that I like to do that, right? Mhm. God, that's cool. That's my name. Did she do that? No, I don't. I'm not doing that now. I know how to face against my this. So the weakness that I don't today, that's not crazy. Mhm. No. Join forces with me if I. Oh. Um, Fun down, 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 down. Did you try black? Oh. Oh, hell. I love you, man.